Okay, we're live. Hey, Patrick.
Hi, Brad. How are you?
Doing good.
Great. Well, my name is Patrick Edley, and I live here in the UK, the UK, and I'm an online marketer. And today I've got the great pleasure of speaking to another online marketer living in Asheville, North Carolina, and his name is MagicBrad. So the first question I'm going to put to Mr. Brad is, why the name MagicBrad?
Well, Patrick, I get that a lot because it's kind of strange, but when I was a little kid, I started doing magic when I was like 4 or 5 years old. A friend of my brother's, made a quarter disappear, and then he pulled it out of my ear, and it just fascinated me with magic and the ability for something that seems so real to also seem so unreal. And I started performing as a hobby all through high school, and actually became my full-time occupation after many years.
So tell me, prior to earning money online, which is I know is your occupation now or your forte now, what did you do before then? How did you earn money before that?
Well, that's doing the magic is how I actually earn a living. Out of high school, I was performing magic at private parties and company meetings, conventions, conferences, trade shows, special events, things like that. And then in the 90s, because I was doing these events, I started actually managing events. I was in the event management, and I was producing like educational seminars and workshops, trade shows, and things like that. And then now I focus most of my energy now online, doing promoting online education for personal and professional development, and then leveraging the internet and all the systems that are available there.
Okay, so here is the the $100 million question for you, Magic Brad. How do you make money online?
100 million, 100,000.
The
Well, there's
billion dollar
a,
question, the $1 billion question, because everyone
exactly.
wants to know how do you make money online?
Well, I think first one of the reasons I think a lot of people fail is that they get distracted from the basic elements. So to me, it's essentially simple, and I use basic three elements of sort of in nature, a nature analogy of planting the seeds, nurturing the plants, and then harvesting the fruit. So first, you need to decide what you're going to grow. You need to really get focused on, like if you're going to grow apples, you don't want to get seeds for tomatoes. So you got to focus on what you're growing, and that's getting your target audience to know who it is you're trying to reach. So then it's just a matter of planting seeds and using promoting things via online, and then you got to have a database to collect these seeds, like an autoresponder, like GetResponse or something like that. And then you got to consistently send emails to these people. And the second, that's the element of nurturing the plants. So the plants are the actual people, and you have to nurture that relationship. So that's where the consistency comes from. And then the third element of it, and you have to be patient, and that's harvesting the fruit. And you can't just pull the fruit off the vine before it's ripe. You've got to wait until it gets ripe. Otherwise, you're going to have like sour green apples. So I think that's a lot of the challenge that people have, is they're not patient and realizing that these things do take time. You can't just zip through it. But keeping it simple, too, of plant the seed, nurture the plant, harvest the fruit. Otherwise, you see all these shiny objects, and they distract you from the core elements of those three: plant the seed, nurture the plant, harvest the fruit.
Okay, I can see how keeping it simple is, and I can understand that concept. But to make money online, you still need a product. So what is it that you actually sell?
Okay, what I sell is online education. Um, I sell the tools and the education that teaches people how to sell that education also. So you need a place to capture these leads. So I sell a product that captures the leads, and that's called iPass, and then also GetResponse as an autoresponder. And then you need a platform to communicate to your audience, and that is also the GetResponse, to send emails and keep in contact with people, and also I think the viral blogging system, so you've got your information that you're getting out there online. And then you need a system to process the payments, and that's included with the iPass system, and also within Empower Network is another network that I use to sell the online education.
Okay, well, this sounds like a very simplistic way of starting a business online, but I guess the jackpot question is really how much would my or someone's initial investment be in such a system? Because it sounds like a very great system.
Well, investments will vary, just like everything, and it's a blend. An investment is a blend of time and money. You know, you got to spend some time, and you got to spend some money. And the programs that I personally use, if I was to give a specific amount, it would be you want to budget about $5,000, and this would cover the systems and the setup for lead generation, relationship building, and processing of the sales. And then for the 5K, it might seem like a lot for some people, but for others, it's kind of a no-brainer for an investment for a financial freedom. And there's also a trial to start, just kind of get the feel of the system for only $7. So you could invest $7, and that's how you could take the trial. And
Okay,
that's my story.
right. So someone could get involved for $7, try it out, and if they don't like it, they don't have to go any further. Or if they do decide that they can then go to the 5K, as you say, or
Exactly, and that's on an ascending level. You wouldn't necessarily have to just invest $5,000 immediately. You can
okay.
work your way up the ladder if you wanted. But some people, they just decide to do what's called going all in, and they just make the investment and they go for it.
Okay.
So,
And just if you could just tell me a little bit more about the training, because to me that's going to be an important part of someone coming without any knowledge like us and moving through a system. So how would the training aspect help someone to move through these levels, as you say?
well, some of that is in both of the different systems. The iPass system has training for how to use Bing and how to use Facebook and how to use Google Plus, and a lot of it is personal development too, of positioning and building of confidence and self-esteem. So there's things in there, and we also get into more meditation and, like I said, personal development and things of that sort. And these are all basically online type courses. And then there's my personal coaching. I work people through things, and I call myself more of a collaborative coach, where I almost become your partner because we're both invested in this together, and we use strategic methods of propagating things on the internet and liking, comment, and sharing, and all those sorts of things. That's why I've created this thing called the Synergy Collaborative Alliance. And what that does is it blends, it's sort of a hybrid of all of these systems and putting them together into one tribe or community with the Synergy Collaborative Alliance.
Okay, well that all sounds very great, and I'd like to thank you for taking the time to take this interview. And I wish you all the success, and I look forward to interviewing you again in the near future, MagicBrad. Thank you very much indeed.
I appreciate you, Patrick. Thank you very much. Enjoy the UK. We got some snow here in Asheville, but it's going to melt. I guarantee
Okay,
it.
you have a great day. Thank you.
Thanks.